All right, what's up, guys? Kicking off a session here with you. We got a bunch of tables going. I'm gonna get rid of my face here though because I want you to see the 5-10 table in the bottom right corner, which we just picked up aces. So let's get rid of me, and hopefully we can just get a straight double up here for a thou. Come in for 3x, and just a fold. So we have hopefully it's not too much for you guys to handle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 tables going right now. We have 3 or 4 2-5s, the rest 1, 2, and then 1, 5, 10. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We're going to keep this session nice and short. And I'm not going to be talking too much through hands here like I normally do, just because there's so much happening and I want to stay focused. So hopefully you enjoy this. I'll just try to talk about some of the main spots. But for the most part, we are going to be cherry picking good hands. When we play this many tables, we will tend to just play a little tighter, pick our spots a little bit better, because we don't want to find ourselves in too many marginal situations on too many tables, because it's too much thinking involved with that, and you find yourself in a lot of spots where you probably shouldn't be. So yeah, for the most part, I'm just going to be cherry picking hands, playing super tight. Like this is a spot here at the 2-5. Probably just 4-betting here and seeing what he does. We will give it a minute though. And I'm going to be folding the a6 here. 4-betting. If he jams, I might find a fold. I don't know, depends. I'd have to look at his stats. But lucky enough in this particular situation, I don't have to. So I'm just going to 4-bet that. He's going to be 3-betting me from button versus my cutoff opening. Like my cutoff opening range is going to be fairly wide. So he's going to be 3-betting me fairly wide as well. Which warrants a 4-bet? Set mine. I think so. I think he's going to have a huge hand here. So we are in position. If we can nail a 7, we'll be in a pretty good spot to double up. So we will see a flop. Not great. Probably just let him have it now. Versus the green, I am going to raise it up a little bit here. Checking back when he checks to us. Try to hit a 7. We turn a flush draw. I wouldn't be surprised if he had 2 queens here. I don't know what's checking on this board other than just the absolute super mega nuts. Checking back again. Calling here. Betting small here. Should be enough to win. We also have a diamond draw to go with it. Turn the diamond draw. Maybe he's got a queen. Maybe we can just get paid. I think we just put it in here. I don't think there's any point in risking a 4th diamond coming off, killing our action, and I think he'll call with whatever hands he called with on flop. And he doesn't. Makes me wonder what he called with. Peel 1 there with the king jack to hit a queen. No dice. We can also hit a 9 now. And he may check back a fair bit, given he's like a heavy GTO player, Matthew Roberts. The fact that he bets tells me we're pretty much just letting go of this hand now. You can have it. Thank you. 3-betting here, ace 10 of clubs. And again, we're not going to go too long in this video. I'm going to keep it super short. 10 tables gets pretty exhausting pretty quick, especially while you're trying to talk your hands. So I'm just going to try to be realistic in my expectation of myself. Fold, fold, fold. Fold, fold, fold. Raise. Out of position in a blind battle here. He's going to be 3-betting me pretty wide. I could 4-bet to like 24, but I like to mix in my 4-bets with my jams and my ace kings, and like I'll sometimes do the same with my aces and stuff. Plus ace king out of position. If he calls our 4-bet, I really don't want to see a no ace or king flop. It makes our world pretty much hell. So I'd rather just rip it and see 5 cards in most scenarios. It's just important to be balancing this. I can't always be doing this with ace king. I should be doing this with aces and kings some of the time too. And I will. I'll typically do it with like 2 black aces or 2 red aces or 2 black kings or 2 red kings. And then the rest I'll just normally 4-bet. And then my ace king suited, I will also normally 4-bet. So it's a nice little blend of jams and four bets, just like normal four bets, so like 24 big blinds, let's say. This guy's tanking probably with like jacks or tens, I'd say. Maybe even ace queen or ace queen suited. And it looks like when they take this long, usually they end up calling. I don't think they take this much time for nothing. Could be slow rolling me with aces. That's always a possibility. He's only got 8 seconds. I feel like he's calling, though. I really do. 4 seconds, bro. He makes the foldy Han. And that's not a flop that we would have liked. Yeah, and again, like when I'm talking about these balancing hand ranges, like I don't know if they're perfect balance. Like I'm not one of those calculators, you know? And I'll never be one of those calculators. And I'm totally okay with that. But I have fun playing the game and I do all right. So I'll be me, you be you, and that'll be all. You know, just have fun. Have fun out there, boys and girls. Ace King high is good. I mean, Ace 8 high is good. Here we go, versus same guy. Same spot versus same guy. He's got to be getting irritated. Rip. Ribbit. Ribbit. Yeah. Let's go. 5 more of those. I'm going to let Homeby have this one. His 3-bet percentage is only 7%, and he's 3-betting my under the gun open, which looks super strong. Did we have a club? We didn't. All right. Fabulous. Set mining with 7s. This is a razor fold spot, believe it or not. And I am going to raise. I don't like it, but I am going to raise and then fold to any kind of resistance. I just want to put pressure on the hands that I'm ahead of, like ace, king, ace, queen combos, and just win right now, because there's going to be a lot of turns that I hate. He's confused. Well, that's why right there. That turn and river, my friend. Kings down here. We are just slam dunk getting in. We're not folding kings pre-flop. We're out of position. This guy's a short stack as well. He could have aces, but he could also have queens, and there you go. Sure, we will run it twice. So far, so good. So far, so good. Up here, we flop an open under, but no spade to go with it. Unfortunato. All right, we win both. It's only $100 though, that pot. He had a half stack. 4-betting here with the king queen suited in position. We block kings, we block queens. And I'd rather know right now, right away, if he's got ace king. And we could sometimes get ace queen to fold, so feels better as a 4-bet there. Could also call. Call's fine too. Betting small here, try to hit a 6. Calling here, not raising. And I'm going to be donking this flop. Nails our range. Plus we have 2 overs. And that works. Thank you. 6 checking back here. Nothing worse is calling me. We're ahead. Try to get the showdown. Some of the time that we hit an ace, he also has an ace. So now we pick up a deuce to go with it. I'm going to overbet this. A deuce or a 6, and we can rep an ace. So I'm going to overbet this. Our hand's pretty disguised. Oh no, I hit the webcam. Oh god. And does it get through is the question. Looks like he's looking at a raise. Folding the a6. D. Lenny called us, which means we need to have a 2 or a 6 on this river, or we're giving up, and it's not a 2 or a 6. How many spades did he call with, right? Nice hand, bro. I'm checking back. Waving the white flag. He did have 2 pair, so that was not folding. But I think anytime he doesn't have an ace there, he probably lets go. Just unfortunate in that particular spot that he turned 2 pair. And like we're also overbetting there with sets, especially on wet boards. Overbetting with sets, overbetting with 2 pairs, and then sometimes we're even overbetting with top pair, top kicker if we think our opponent has top pair as well. Start with a small bet here. We have backdoor clubs. We have a gutter to the nutter. 2 overcards. Quite a bit going for us. And then if he's got a hand like 9s and lower, like, we can make his life pretty bad. Kezio's a good player. He's typically not opening light. And, I mean, I don't have to 3-bet here. We're already heads up. So my equity is going to be pretty decent here. I'm just going to disguise my hand and not overplay it. He's a good player. Like, he can make my life living hell out of position as well. He does check back. I'm going to bet now. Probably only putting 1 bet in here. Again, I'm going to be 4-betting this now versus Ketsa. And check folding here probably if he bets. I would assume he'd be calling me with a lot of 1 spades, like ace, jack, ace, queen, 1 spade. Queen 10. That also calls. Send that. And my king, queen suited 4-bet versus Kedza also got through, I believe. Let me see. Yep. Calling with king 10 here. Flop an open ender, backdoor flush draw. And I'm just going to be flatting here with king, queen as well out of the big blind. Pretty disguise. We're also heads up. No have to really... We're already heads up, right? We don't really have to realize too much rebetting there. And here we turn the straight. There's a flush out here. So we are going to bet small. Just going to check call here. Check call 1 again. We block the straight, which is nice. And the fish here got up off of the 5-10 table. So I'm just gonna quit this table now. Not interested in playing. I'm gonna blocker value this now. Try to get called by a jack or a weaker king. And here I'm just going to blocker value again. Try to get called by a queen. If he raises, pretty gross, obviously, because he could have a flush. And he does raise. And he does raise. What was the action here? Like, how do you guys always have it? He just flatted. He just flatted. I mean, I don't believe him, though. That's the thing. Could just be the ace of hearts. Just the ace of hearts and like a 10 blocker, perhaps. I am going to look him up. I'm not crazy about it. Amory. What do your stats look like? All right. Look you up. Of course they have it. Of course they have it. Too bad. Too bad. We're at 12 minutes. We'll go 8 more minutes and we'll wrap this video up. I think we're up a little bit. We're up here. We gave about 200 back right there on that last hand. Oh, but we have a chance to get it back from Amory. Amory. Folds. Very sneaky. Check back the just calling with the nut flush. Gotta be really careful with these stakes. Like, these guys super disguise their hand. And it's really good. Like, they're good plays because it gets them paid. And you end up showing up with the second nuts king hearts blocker like I do. And you kind of just have to make a call. I don't know. I think king 10 there with a king of hearts is a little too up in my range to be folding. But at the same time, it's like, how often is that guy ever bluffing? This is a weird spot here. I'm going to roll the dice and just call. Sucks with one guy behind. And I'm just going to call here. Flop a set. And this guy hasn't folded yet, which sucks. Ace, some kind of... There you go. I'm just going to start by betting here. It's a board that can get ugly. Like, any 8 or 9 is gross. And we can still get called by jacks. We can still get called by queens, kings, aces, 2 pairs, stuff like that. Sure, I will run it twice, my boy. And it just gets through. Calling. And I guess I'll call. I don't think I'm good, but I guess I'll call. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. These guys with the red labels, when they bet, it's very rarely a bluff. Like, you really need a good hand to be calling. But yeah, it is what it is. 2 pair there. Pot's small enough. I guess I'll call and look it up. I didn't feel good about it, though. That's for sure. See if we can balance these a bit better. Start with a check here. King 6. Call. 10's no good. 10 is definitely not a good card, but I will be calling one more. And now I will... I mean, I don't know what I get called by, to be honest. That's worse. So I think I'm better off checking and letting a hand like ace, queen, ace, jack, or queen, jack bluff, and then just calling that. He could have a better king. And then, yeah, he could have a 10 too. See, he checked back. These guys are very deceptive. But, yeah, I don't know if we can really fold that. Quite a bit misses. And mixed with his check back flop. He is saying to me that he has a 6. Suppose we'll just start with a call, because we can also have a 6. And we can make his life pretty difficult. 6. I think I'm going to let him have it now. I guess you got it, boy. You could have a higher flush draw, too. Maybe it's a blessing. Maybe it's a blessing. Pocket King Donesias. Again, like Iron, these guys are not betting. Like, I'm just gonna make an exploitive fold. Sucks that we would have got there with a boat. I don't think I see a river, to be honest, but they're not bluffing enough in those spots. Like, they've proven it time and time again. And you know what? If you don't believe me, like, believe me, I've paid them. I've paid and seen. So it's part of why they got the red label and why they continue to get the red label. So if you guys are watching this, you know, bluff a little more. Bluff a little more. They'll get through versus me. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. I guess I fold. We got a raise and a call. Hilarious. I'm gonna call because I know that it's coming. That's why I call. It's the only reason I call. Is there a chance to get our money back from Amory? Should we be deceptive like he and or she was? I don't know. I think we just gotta start piling it in now with 2 flush draws out here. So many action killing rivers. A queen or a jack kills our river. Action. A 10, a king, an ace, or 9 kills the action. So I think we just gotta try to get it in here. We have the nuts currently. A 2 of clubs river would be perfect. Oh, see, that is a card we don't want to see. One of them, anyway. Obviously, it's kind of on the lower end of cards that hit him, but it is a card that we do not want to see nonetheless, because a flush comes, and so does a full house, and both of those beat us. And we're just trying to get to our daily rake back quota, which is 300 bucks a day. So we're almost done for the day. We've only put in about 2-3 hours. We've got a decent amount of rake back coming. We haven't touched our rake back from last week. Here you go. We got 1,000 coming this week already, and then we've got almost 4,000 from last week that we haven't touched yet. And we're doing pretty good on stars as well this month. I think we're up about 10K on stars. It was rocky though. For like at the beginning of the month, I went down about 4 or 5 grand. Felt like I couldn't win a hand, and I'm just gonna fold the Ketsa here. Like, I'm not giving Ketsa any action. You know, take it. I will give up EV. Out of position, he's just gonna make my life hell. So Ketsa is a guy here that he pretty much dominates at any table I see him sitting at. He does very well. Yeah, it's very rare that he has like a losing hand and that he'll put his money in with a losing hand. He hasn't done it against me very often at all, and I haven't seen him do it against others. Flop a straight here. Again, when you flop a straight, your hand, odds are your hand can only get worse, so it's better to just start trying to pile money in. You know, the board could pair, a 4 straight can come, killing your action. So you're better off just trying to pile it in when you have it and when those action killing cards aren't there, because if he does have a hand like 2 pair or set, that pot will start building fairly quickly. And ace-9 suited here, especially with the fish probably going to be coming in behind me and in position, I am going to call Ketsa. just because we have position and a decent hand. May get ourselves into trouble here. I think you guys are going to see the wrath of Ketsa here in this hand. Like, he just piles. Like, what are you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Because is King Queen doing this? Is King Queen doing this, right? Aces. That's wild. Like, it could be King Queen, I suppose. But, like, my calling range is pocket tens, pocket jacks. Very odd. Very odd. I think we have to call, though. 4-betting here. All right, call. Yeah, he is so wrathy. The wrath of him. Oh, kid's waking up. Ace. Ace on the river. Ace or jack, please, for the kids. For the kid. One time, Ketsa. One time. Ugh. Nice hand. He's a beast. He's a beast. He just has it. He just has it. All the time. All the time. So we lose 500 there. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Seems like the kid's cooling down behind me. Yeah, that is the wrath of Ketsa. You know, maybe I should just be folding ace-jack. You see why I exploitively fold my king-queens, though? Because, like, the one time where I called my suited ace in position, I nailed top pair, top kicker, and I just have to go with it, I think. Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to fold? He went double the pot. I think I'm supposed to fold. I have no idea. I have no idea. Can somebody tell me what I'm supposed to do there? I have no clue. Ketsa is a beast. Ketsa is an ultra beast. Checking here, check calling. He can have a flush. I suppose that was maybe calling a river bet. And this guy jams. I think I have to call. It's tempting to reshove, but I don't want this guy to have like a set behind me. And then he just plucks me off. Okay, he calls. He can still have queen jack. He can still have jack 9. I think now we just check call. Oh, how many 8s does he have? Queen jack? Queen jack. Let's go. Let's go. Send it. All right, we make our buy-in. We make our 500 back. Almost there. So we're up to 885 here now. So we almost make it back. We're up 200 here. So we're about even now. Check calling one here with the ace king. I don't know. It feels wrong. There's check fold ace king in that spot, but it is what it is. God, Ketsa is such a beast. This guy's such a beast, man. I don't know. He just always has it. He just always has it. He's never putting it in. Like, bad. Wild. Like, here. Sticky. 3-barrel or no barrel. Has no bluffs. Like, capitals. And here I am calling with ace-jack. What an idiot. What an idiot I am. Like, I should just be folding that ace-jack there. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But this is a nice one. Oh, Ketsa versus Ketsa. Can we get 200 back from Ketsa? Diamond draws out here. This guy can have pocket 10s, but like we're never going anywhere. We have trip 5s. People will be like, why'd you call with 5-6? Well, because I'm on the button and it was getting pot odds, all right? That's why. That's why. What do I do is the question. I think I just have to call. Start with a call. Diamond's a horrible card. A queen's a horrible card. Queen of diamonds is a horrible card. Nonetheless, I have to put it in on this turn, regardless, because I don't want a 4th diamond peeling on river, and he can still call with, like... Man, he checks. So gross. I'm not checking back. I got to shove. I feel like I'm beat, though. All right. See, this is when you feel the wrath of these guys. You never know. You never know if you're good. You never know. You're like you have trips. You're putting it in, and you're just like, am I good? I don't know. I don't know. Ace queen suited. What are we at here time wise? 24 minutes. Okay, we'll do a couple more minutes. We'll get like 2 or 3 more interesting hands in. Ace Jack's a fold there. Like the more I think about it, Ace Jack's a fold versus that jam. Just so weird that he would jam that. Like why not just bet like why not bet like a normal size of the pot, you know? But I guess the big note on him is just gonna be when he piles money in, he's got it. So you better have something worth calling. Three bet jacks. Raise. Jack's gonna be a set mine here. We're still ahead of like ace kings and whatever ace queens decide to 4-bet, but we're behind all the queen king ace combos, so we'll just start with a call. And this is a flop, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna get us into some trouble. Undoubtedly. I like his sizing though, regardless, because folding here. I like his sizing. For me and for anything really. I'll get into that in a sec, but we can call. We can definitely call one. I think that's a sizing that would bet with ace king ace queen and then check. Now I'm almost certain that he's got ace king ace queen. The question is, do I check back here and like and try to pick off a river bluff and possibly let him get there? We have a boat down here. Possibly let him get there with a hand like ace king ace queen. I think we do bet small though. If he jams, we can reconsider. And he didn't bite Matthew Roberts. Unfortunato. We have a straight up here with a nut flush draw. And he does call our bet. The fact that he calls our bet makes me think that we're beat. Just because we have pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s all in our range. So I think we're beat. And he just called with ace king high. Interesting. I would think he would fold ace king high there, but I guess not. Do I go for an overbet here and then fold? No, I think I just go 3/4 pot. He can have a 9. He can also have a flush and we lose 2. But I don't think he's going to have a flush that raises because we have the ace of diamonds. We could also have a flush. We have a set down here. So I think he'll call me with like a 9 and like 2 pair. And wow, he jams. This is so sick. How many flushes do you have, dude? And this is like jack 9 of diamonds. That would be so gross. I have 24 seconds left to act. I'm piling it in here against this guy. Set. I don't know what to do. The shove seems a little overambitious, but oh man. Okay, have it. Have it. Ace of diamonds blockers makes that maybe a call. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. It feels like it's very, very difficult for him to be bluffing there. That's tough. I gotta look at that spot. All right, Ketsia. 2 pair. Let's go. Piling it. I'm piling it. Oh, he just checks back. Okay, we're 2.5 potting it then. What do you have? 2 10s? No. That's a gross spot there with ace king. I don't know. I'm not sure what the I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Maybe he had blockers. Maybe he had 2 10s. Or sorry, 2 9s or something, or possibly 2 kings, turning it into a blocker. Maybe the king of diamonds. I don't know. That didn't feel right. Giving up here now. All right, we'll wrap it up with that one. We will start getting off these tables. I think we lost a little bit. We ended up making some back here. We made some back here. We made some back here. I think there was another 2-5 table that I was up quite a bit. Yeah, we're up 400 here. Yeah, 400. So And then, yeah, I think we lost 5 on this table plus another 2. So we're down 7. We're about even. We're about even. I don't know. I really would like to know. I would really like to know what Roberts had in this spot here. Here, we'll end the session by looking at that hand. Let's see what happens. Call 1. Fold here. Folding to a second bet here. Folding here. Raising here. Fold. So we have the ace of diamonds here. Let's look at the action. I can't remember the action totally. Small blind call. Sorry, he's big blind. Calling here versus we're pretty deep. I have a suited queen 10, and now I'm just letting go. Flop went bet. Call. Okay. Turn went check. Bet call. He called, and then he check shoved river for an insane overbet. And I have the ace of diamonds. It's so sick. It's so sick, man. What do you like? What just calls big blind? I don't know. What just calls the big blind? Here. 6, 7 of diamonds. Jack 9 of diamonds. King X of diamonds, I guess it could be. King X of diamonds not raising me on the turn when I could have a 9. Why? Why wouldn't he raise me with King X of diamonds on this turn when I could have a 9? Or I could have ace king even. Or sets or 2 pairs. Why not? Oh man, I think that was a bluff. The more I'm thinking about it, especially the fact that we have the ace of diamonds blocker, that this we gave up $100 to him, which is not bad, but we were basically put to the test for 700, and we only had 100 invested. This is a pretty gross hand. I don't know. I don't know what the right play is there. Maybe buddy of mine's friends with Matt Roberts, so maybe we'll get him to find out what hand. We'll do another video. We'll find out what hand Matthew Roberts had. He's a very good player, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. We will see you later.